wrote a few words that I want to just read to you because I didn't know that I would be able to speak them clearly. So here goes. Okay. Some of you knew Rischa better than others. Some of you may have only heard stories of her. Some lived those stories with her. Either way, there was never a doubt that she brought a myriad of experiences. And so today, I would like for each of you to know Rischa the way I knew her. In a way, I want to introduce you to her anew. This is the Rischa, or Rakim, as only I called her, that I knew and loved. Growing up, she was the ringleader. She called the shots, and I followed. Somehow, she always convinced me that her way was always going to be the best. I obliged. She had a raw, natural talent that makes me jealous to this day. Whether it was her wicked dance moves, which she could whip out of God knows where, or her quick wit, the girl was full of life and talent. Growing up, I envied so much of her abilities. She was the outgoing one, the one that wanted the spotlight. She loved to be around people, the more the merrier. We honestly couldn't have been more different. Her, with her bright blue eyes, she gets that from her dad. Well, one of his eyes anyway. He had one blue eye and one green eye. Rischa got the blue and I got the green. She had calf muscles that would put a professional athlete to shame. I can't work for those to save my life. Her laughter was infectious, always using it as a way to soften my heart. She would have me in tears one minute, feeling sad and left out. And the next minute, she would hop up on the bed and start belting out a song to the top of her lungs. And I'm going to do it for you.
You got
because
this.
It should make you laugh, but this is what she would do. She would jump up on the bed, and I would just be crying, and she would sing, just, Mandy! My beautiful, beautiful Mandy! And she just won me over every time. Maybe the thing that I appreciate about her the most, actually the most envious of, was her quick wit. Oh my gosh, I wish I had that talent. For instance, I have to share this story. So we were in high school, and Nicole and Rischa and I always had like this little crew that we hung around with, and there was this guy that had like a little pad, I guess, and his bedroom had like a kitchen and a bathroom and the whole thing, and so it was a group of us there, and Rischa had been outside, and so on the inside, where the rest of us were, there was a friend of ours, Chris, who was rummaging through our friend's refrigerator and happened upon a jar of Grey Poupon. Well, if anybody remembers those commercials back then, and the timing could not have been more perfect. Just at the moment that Chris had stood up above the refrigerator in hopes of stealing the spotlight, holds the jar up and says, "Does anyone have any Grey Poupon?" And in that moment, Rischa bursts through the door, and of course all eyes are on her, and she says, "No, but I have some brown poop on my shoe." And it was just who she was. She could do that all day long. Some call it sarcasm or a smart mouth, as we often heard growing up. And that's all true, but I can't imagine how many times, Mom, you must have turned your head to keep Rischa from seeing you laugh when you were trying to have a serious conversation with her. She just kept everybody in stitches, which is exactly what she wanted to do. If you followed her on social media, it was obvious. Her Twitter bio reads, "Love to laugh and be myself. We all have sad stories, but if I couldn't still laugh, I know I would not be living. Pay it forward." She even made her actual Instagram handle to live, to love, to laugh. That was Rischa. That was her purpose. To put a smile on the face of everyone she met. It's no secret that my sister and I couldn't have been more opposite in so many ways. But there was one way that was never going to change, no matter what direction either of us chose. We were committed to loving each other no matter what. No matter what we agreed on or disagreed on, we knew, she and I, that blood runs deep. There was never a second of any day that I wouldn't have taken a bullet for her or she for me. And we always told each other that. It means something to us. In a world of many divides, it meant something. So today, a day of remembering a precious soul destined to make the world laugh. I want to shine the spotlight on Rischa. This is her center stage. This is the day that I tell everyone that matters to her how special, how important Rischa was. Her life made a dent that will reverberate for lifetimes to come. She would love being the topic of today. Love knowing that everyone is smiling, crying, laughing, and longing just for her. Rakim, this is your day. I hope you are watching this, rolling your eyes at me because you could have done it so much better, but laughing and dancing like only your quirky, silly self could. Today, you are the star of the show. On this day, the world knows your worth. You will always be famous to us. You will always be my little or big sis, and I will forever